Welcome back, Stingers. Some of you are still in intimate relationships where the person has shown to you many times that they don't care about you, they don't respect you, you're not important to them, they don't love you, and for some reason, and there could be many reasons, it could be something that you're just accustomed to, you watch your parents have this dynamic, you don't have strong self-worth, you don't think you're worthy enough for a great relationship, you've never seen examples of great relationships, and you're allowing them to sit in your space every single day. You're multiplying with them, you're sharing DNA with them, you're giving them money and resources, and they've proven that and some of them have verbally told you that they do not want you. And you send me emails saying, how do they feel about me? And, oh my gosh. And I want to talk about this because I've been in the same space. We talked about this in my book, Dating Scorpio. I talked about my mirror person. I talked about how disrespectful he was. I talked about, now this is going back when I had really low self-esteem and I really hadn't built all the worth that I have. I'd proven to myself that I'm valuable. And a lot of things slid. Going back to high school, going back to college, I look at these relationship dynamics that I had and I'm like, wow, these people got away with so much and they still got to be in my space. They still got to be in my vicinity. I still had their phone number. I still answered the phone. I still showed up. Right? Allowing people to prove to themselves is something that you guys struggle with. And many of you guys struggle with it. You're putting yourself out there. You are putting them on a pedestal. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt. You're giving them all these advantages. You're giving them benefits. And they're physically, mentally, spiritually showing you that they don't value you at all. They don't value your time. They don't value you as a human being. They can show up any old kind of way. They can be late. They can ghost. They can leave your life for 3 months and come back and your door is still open. These are all indicators of how you value yourself, how you protect yourself. I want you going forward to allow people to prove who they are to you. And this is going to happen through how they interact with you, how they show up for you, what they do or don't do, what they say or don't say. Look into your phones, guys. You can do it right now or when you end this video. Look into your phone with your significant other or somebody you're trying to be with and just look at how many incoming calls or incoming messages you got from them as opposed to, and I did this the other day, and I was like, what? Check how many times you check up on them as opposed to them checking up on you. I did this actually with family, and I don't know why I was shocked. I was like, oh, okay, well, we're going to change that though. Once I was really cognizant of it, and this is why I want you to write it down because words are so powerful. Writing means everything to me because it's set in stone. Once you write it, you can't deny it and put it on your wall. This person, I called them 50 times, if it's that much. They've called me once. I've invited this person out. I've called them to spend time with them. They've never called me to spend time with me. I travel 2 hours to go see them. They've never traveled to go see me. Write this down, guys. Write it down so it's in plain view that you have proof. And so when you want to come in my comment sections or when you want to DM me or when you pay $1,000 to get a personal live stream session with me to ask me about somebody who has not called you in a year, I want you to just stop and be like, oh, this is what's true. And this is what's evident. Now you can make up excuses as a way to weave around it, but when you write it down and you pull out that phone bill and you pull out, the actual accounts of these interactions and what was said and what wasn't said, and how they showed up. Write down everything. How were they dressed for you? Were they ready for you? Or they come in sweatpants with stains on it? They couldn't care less. I bet if they were going to a job interview, they wouldn't wear that because they care. They value that job. They value the position that they want. They value the stuff, but they don't value you. They show up in a bonnet and fluffy slippers. These things matter. They absolutely matter. Where do they take you out to dinner? Is it the five and dime chicken spot? Or did they make reservations? Right? I told you guys this man, this was a little while ago, he asked me to take me out to eat, and the word cafe was in the sentence. Darling. I was like, cafe? Like sandwiches and coffee? No. I don't eat sandwiches, honey, ever. Coffee? What? I was like, oh, that's not me. He did try, though. I never went out with him, but he tried. He tried. And so allowing people to show you who they are, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take 15 years. You're sitting in a relationship after 3 kids. You're still talking a mess. You know, you married this person. Like, honey, when you met, they showed you. They showed you. Sometimes it takes a couple of months. Sometimes it takes up to a year. But whatever it is, people are constantly showing you how they feel about you. They're showing you when they don't call you back. They're showing you when they never answer that text. They're showing you when they do, where they're taking you, if they even take you anywhere. Or they're like, oh, why don't we just crash at your place and make some ramen noodles or spaghetti? Or they show you all of these things. They show you how important you are. With their language too, how they speak to you, what tone they speak to you in shows the importance. And a lot of you aren't even paying attention to this, or you're passing it off, you know, you're dismissing it, you're giving excuses. I know your comments are full of freaking excuses. And I want this to be something that you write down and something that you keep. So when your phone doesn't ring, that's what it is. They don't give a damn. And they never did, and they never will. And guess what? That's fine. It doesn't matter. It matters none, because that person or those people aren't responsible for your future. They're not responsible for your self-development. They're not responsible for your breakdown and rebuild. Okay? And then you can decide, and you should decide immediately, whether or not they still have privileges. And your decision is going to be based on your self-esteem. It is. A lot of you will forgive and make excuses. And 3 kids later, you're sending me a message saying, oh, why isn't he doing this? Honey, he never did it. He never did it. He never, ever did it. You were a placeholder till you get what he wants. And it doesn't matter with the marriage or the kids. People get married all the time, and they can't even stand their spouses, honey. There's so many reasons why people get married or settle or feel that they can't get what they want. So they're like, I better hurry up, you know? And that's what it is. Now, interesting enough, I have my deck, and this is the one that will reveal if a person has a message for you. And I love this deck. I use it a lot. If you guys have had personal live stream sessions, you've saw me bust this out. I want to see if anybody has a message for you. Oh my gosh. A card just flew out of the deck. So that is the first one, and I'm gonna pick it up right now. Literally just flew out. Okay, stand by. All right, I just picked up the card. I didn't even look at it, but it flew out. There is a strong message from one of you guys, and it may be from me too. I don't know. Let's turn this bad boy over. Wait, what does it say? I want to tell you how I feel. Well, one of you guys, your phone's going to ring. You're going to get a text message today by the end of the day. And listen, I want to tell you how I feel doesn't have to mean verbally. Okay? It doesn't have to mean verbally. But what they don't say is going to tell you. What they do is going to tell you. Oof. Let's keep going. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Someone has a message for you. And when they call you, this is the most important thing. When they call you, when they text you, when they email you, when they knock on your door, I want you to pull out that list I told you to make. And I want you to look at it. And I don't want you to bullshit with the Neptune energy. Okay? Or you guys who have heavy Pisces energy. Pull out that list and look at what they've already showed you over your lifetime or over the year or over the month. That's reality, not what they're talking about now. What they're talking about now is not real. Because they've already showed you, honey. It's the next message. What does it say? I wish I could share my good news with you. Really. And is there a reason why they can't share it? Maybe because you blocked their ass? One more. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Of course you do, darling. Of course you do. Everyone does who's been cut off. You're going to spend years thinking about me. So that's all the messages I have for you guys. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. You can get a personal live stream session. You can book it with me one-on-one on the website. You can get a transformation course where I hold your hand, honey, and take you through the whole 45 day I talk about in Rise from the Ashes, Scorpio's Guide, Self-Esteem, and Rebirth. You get 2 audiobooks from me. You get 3 videos, and it's 45 days. So we're going to go in, okay? You can get a chart reading with me, and I'm open to forensic cases right now. All of my books are on paperback and audio version, with the exception of Nobody Can Hurt Me, a Scorpio's Guide to Healing with Affirmations. That is only on audio version. And what else? You can get them in your favorite bookstore, metaphysical bookstore. They can order it for you if you don't see it on the shelves. And that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you soon.